Let's talk today about the biggest mistake a beginner can make. Now, I am in a line of work where I draw a lot of beginners to me. I have accepted this is a choice that I have made. And in the career fair that is life, I went straight to the table that said, bring me your beginners. So I welcome and acknowledge this comes up a lot, which that's why I have so much experience seeing it. Through my online Udemy courses, I'm bringing in about, on a slow month, 3,000 to 4,000 students per month. On a good month, 10, maybe 11,000 people in a month go through those courses. And out of those, maybe anywhere from one or two a month to maybe one every 2 or 3 months, fluctuates. There's a person who makes the biggest mistake a beginner can make. And even though I see it here in programming, part of what I love about programming is programming will not put up with your BS in this regard. Programming sees right through it. Other things, people can force their way through it, deny that reality, and unfortunately, that keeps them stuck at beginner level. And what that mistake is best illustrated by who recently, I had a message. First name Patrick, we'll ignore the last name, generic enough name. And Patrick said, it's always something along these lines, hey, how come it doesn't work? I typed exactly what you did. I did exactly what I was supposed to do. I typed it perfectly. And they don't even provide their source code. As soon as they provide their source code, because I asked them, like, hey, I'd love to help. I'm here to assist. I need to see your source code first. Once I see it, I'm able to highlight, here are the 2 or 3 errors in your code. Sometimes like 9 in like 100 lines. But here are the errors in your code that you thought was perfect, that you thought was exactly typed. Now, the reason why programming doesn't let you get away with this is because you're working with a machine. And the machine's going to do exactly what you tell it. And if you tell it wrong, it's going to do wrong. That's part of what I like about programming. That's both the most amazing power and the source of a lot of frustration. But where that beginner error is in the complete and total failure to even accept in the realm of possibility that you, the beginner, are in fact responsible for the unwanted outcome. That you're doing something wrong, that you did something wrong, that you're not doing it perfectly, that whatever you've produced is not exactly correct. And even though programming highlights this certainly causes all kinds of people to struggle as beginners of all sorts of things, photography, drawing, dancing, where they want to feel like whatever it is that they've done inherently is the right way to do it. How come it's not getting them results? And now it's one thing, clearly, if it's a space where someone just wants to just fool around, fiddle around, whatever, not expecting any results, well, sure, relax, let some steam off, rest, enjoy, play. Not everything has to be under a critical lens or about success by some conventional metric to be worth doing. I mean, obviously, part of what I do with YouTube is I just hang out every day, don't stress about channel growth or whatever, just here chilling out. That's all I'm trying to do with it. But if someone's trying to do something and they're frustrated because it's not doing what they feel it ought to do, and they think they're doing everything right, but they've not opened up their mind to the possibility of like, hey, it's not doing that because you're not doing it right, then they're going to be stuck there. They can't proceed. And this is, again, what I love about programming. The nice thing about it is that it will not bend to someone's unreasonableness in the same way that other things will. This is the sort of thing where a parent, or a teacher, or a significant other, or a friend group, or other people in an organization will just let themselves eventually, and I sympathize because I've been in that situation, let themselves get pushed over, bowled over by, this person's not worth dealing with. This is just a handful. This is just, you know what? Whatever, man. Sure, do it your way. And that creates the illusion that they can do no wrong. And when these people finally start programming, again, it's nice. It smacks them up against reality of, this is an objective machine. It will do what you tell it to do. If it's not doing the right thing, you did the wrong thing, not the machine. So, anyway, it is a part of the learning process. It's an important part of the learning process. But in those situations, the biggest error is not the missing slash, the mispositioned quote, the curly brace in the wrong spot. The biggest error is in the failure to consider the possibility, I made a mistake somewhere. Let me retread my steps. Let me look back at what I did. Let me think about what I should or could have done different or can do different to get the desired result, rather than, I did everything perfect. I did everything exactly. How come it doesn't work? Because you didn't. That's it for the day. Thanks for being here. See you tomorrow.